Accept your death.
So we're in February now, and a couple months ago NRS said full crossplay is coming in February to this game. And I'm making this video kind of solemnly, I guess, because as much as I really have fun playing this game, my hope in the longevity of it is really reliant on what happens this month. I really need them to not only drop crossplay, but we also need the game to be finished. If there's not a big update here with the next DLC character, which I think is Peacemaker, which, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong here, we don't even have a release date for, we haven't seen a trailer for, don't know when he's going to be available. I think we can kind of tell the cameo that's being released alongside him by the list, the way it's listed, but they haven't officially said anything like that. So I'm a bit concerned, and I feel like they would have maybe said more, especially about the crossplay, because if you all didn't know, Tekken 8 came out last week, and that is a complete game. Like, that is like, it would rival Street Fighter 6. Some are saying it's actually better than Street Fighter 6 as far as being a complete game. So that's kind of what they're competing with here. And if they don't get up to snuff, I feel that this game is going to fall off hard. And I am not really certain what their release schedule is, because now it's all kind of messed up. Before it would be like every 2 years, new game, which, you know, it is what it is. It sucks to see games be like stopped being supported after a year, but at least you know that you have another game on the horizon a year later. In this scenario, I don't think we really know. Like, we don't know what is going on. I think from what I remember hearing, this would have been the last game of WB's contract with NRS, which, and I mean, WB now owns the rights to Mortal Kombat anyways, so NRS would have to work with them to make more Mortal Kombat stuff, which is weird that this is the last game that we got. So we have no idea when another game's going to come, what it's going to be. Ed Boon has said that Injustice 3 is still a go. He kind of hinted at the fact that this game maybe started as Injustice 3 and kind of switched gears halfway through, and that's why it took so long. But I digress. I think we need more stuff. Like, for whatever this Warrior Shrine is, coming soon, like 5 months after release, is not really my idea of coming soon. Same with online practice mode, and this one actually makes me a little bit salty, because this is probably one of the things I use the most, especially for people I'm doing one-on-one lessons with. Now it's kind of awkward where I'm like, okay, let's go into practice mode together, you know, that kind of thing. But for it to say coming soon and we still haven't had it, like come on, guys, that's not what's happening here. And because of the heavy monetization of this game, it really has me feeling like they didn't give us online practice mode, so that you would have to purchase the character in order to learn how to fight them. That is clearly just my skepticism. I have no information pointing to that being 100% the case. But with everything else that they've tried to do with this game, and the fatality fiasco and all of that stuff, it really does feel like maybe that's the case, and that's a little bit of a scummy move, if nothing else. So I'm hoping that Peacemaker launches, they release the patch with the crossplay, we get both of those things. The crossplay is good. The crossplay enhances the netcode, gives us the netcode that a game in this day and age should have, because I don't know how they went forward in technology, but somehow this isn't even as good as MK11's netcode. So, sorry, this is a little bit more ranty than I was planning to be, but I mean, I've just been so sunshine and puppies this whole time that I'm just kind of finally worn down on this, and I just want to get my thoughts out there to see who's with me. Like I said, I still really enjoy playing this game. It's going to be the #1 game that I play for the foreseeable future, but if it comes to a point where there's no one to play it with, then what do I do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that online practice mode comes this month. I hope that we get whatever this warrior shrine is. I literally have no idea what to expect from this thing. Some rooms, some lobbies, and hopefully this is a giant update that makes the game what it was supposed to be at launch. And if it's not that at this point in time, I think people will give up on it. It's still close enough to launch that people will be like, finally, whatever, why didn't you just do this to begin with? Okay, here we go. But if it's just, you know, like crossplay but only for casual matches, or the crossplay is all sorts of problems, or that kind of a thing, I think it wouldn't take much for people to just be like, hey, I'm officially done with this game. Especially now that we're so blessed right now within the fighting game community. We have Tekken 8, we have Street Fighter 6, we have Grand Blue, Fantasy Versus, all great, fantastic, updated games with great netcodes to play. So unless you're a diehard MK fan like I am, I want to see this game succeed, you know, and I'm fairly, like, I'm 99% sure that this is the last thing that NRS wanted, especially with this quote-unquote last game on whatever they're doing. I'm fairly certain that they're all very passionate about what they do, and all the decisions about this game came from higher-ups. So that's it. I just wanted to say February is a make-or-break month for NRS, in my opinion. I think that if we don't get all the changes and the upgrades that we need, you're going to see way more people jumping ship. As for myself, being such a fan of the franchise, I finally got Quan Chi back. I'll probably be the one that's handing out the life jackets as everyone's getting off board, you know? I'll be here till the very end. But there'll come a point where, you know, what am I supposed to do until I at least know when a new game's coming out either, right? So, unfortunately, YouTube and all that stuff isn't part of my livelihood, so we'll see. I'm hoping for the best, but prepared for the worst. So, that being said, sorry for this being a little bit more of a not as happy video. I'll put some jazz or something on the track to maybe hype it up a little bit. But yeah, let me know how you're feeling. If you're feeling the same way, if I'm way out to lunch. Yeah, broke the structure of my usual videos today, but it just felt like probably something I should do. So, see you in the next one.
Accept your death.